This is Charlie, Jesus, Richard,
Hi.
Rick, and myself. Hopefully you can see me. Okay.
Alright, so today I'm going to talk to you guys about like a girl and how it is a negative phrase. The feminine product company Always asked a few women, men, and some young girls a few questions. The first question was, show me what it looks like to run like a girl. All of the women ran with their arms flailing in the air and their legs popping out left and right instead of their feet hitting the floor simultaneously when we run. The men laughed as they ran and also flailed their arms out in front of them. Next, they asked some young girls around the age of 10 and 11 to run like a girl. These young girls ran as fast as they could in place, their arms out in front of them, shoulder length apart, fists closed to help keep their balance. The second question the women were asked was, show me what it looks like to throw like a girl. The women thrusted their arms out as if their arms gave out halfway through the thrust. The men effortlessly extended their arms and immediately bent their heads down as if the throw was no good. The young girls, on the other hand, stood up as tall as they could, put their hands up to their ear as if gripping a football, and extended their arms for the throw. One young girl got into a pitcher's position, as if about to throw an imaginary baseball as hard and fast as she could. The men and women demonstrated that girls show less effort and courage than boys do. Both the men and women looked like fools and deeply insulted all the young girls. Not one young girl demonstrated how the men and women perceived this phrase. Young girls are reaching the ages of puberty and are suddenly self-conscious. These young girls who once threw a ball and ran like confident young girls are now worried about how their bodies are changing and what others are thinking. At this time in their life, they are just figuring out who they are. This horrible phrase, like a girl, can be very insulting to them. These young girls are very vulnerable as their bodies develop and they embrace this new change. This insult, instead of being told that you do something like a girl, is very humiliating. For some of us adults, the meaning behind the phrase develops over time through generations. According to Telegraph.com, the idea of a girl being a bad thing starts way before puberty. It is instilled in us by politically correct parents who are terrified that Barbies and plastic kitchen sets will lead to a life of servitude to men, as well as parents of little boys. If they see their son playing with a doll or wearing an apron and pretending to cook and or clean like mommy does, it's a sign that something is wrong. Parents need to let go of these worries. Girls will play with both dolls and action figures. They may grow up liking sports, but also liking to wear dresses and doing their hair. All of these common actions are part of growing up and experiencing and learning from what they see happening around them. As these girls play with their dolls and throw or kick a ball, they're developing like a girl their age should be, and not because society thinks they're any less. As these young girls develop, they're often told 3 simple words that can either boost them up or bring them down. According to TED.com, there are 3 simple words that can negatively and or positively affect young girls. Be more confident. For many of the girls, they are thinking if only it was that simple. These young girls are confused by the meaning of confidence, what it is, and where it comes from. Confidence starts off with self-esteem. Self-esteem is when you know you are valuable, worthwhile, and capable. Once these young girls are certain of their abilities, they are optimistic and empowered. They can now act courageously and face challenges head-on. They have developed confidence and can turn their thoughts into actions. For any young girl, it is important for them to understand that there are several factors that impact their confidence. The first factor is their DNA, what they are born with. Their genes can impact the balance of chemicals in their brains. The second factor is how they are treated. This includes any pressure they're exposed to. The last factor is knowing what they have control over. They control the choices they make, the risks they take, and how they respond to challenges and setbacks. As adult women and men, instead of deeply insulting young girls with the phrase, like a girl, let's help and encourage these young girls with 3 quick tips to help boost their confidence. 1, a quick fix. Help them picture their success. 2, let them know they can improve. 3, encourage them to practice failure. It will come, but we can always learn and overcome it. Like a girl is a negative phrase and highly impacts young girls' confidence and self-esteem. Let's stand strong in the belief that girls are capable of having complex, enriching, and smart ideas about bringing change into the world. It isn't just a select few girls who can do this. It's all girls. Thank you.